Hello.
Oh,
Uh-oh. What you dropping
Uh-oh.
stuff? What you dropped?
We are live.
Hey,
Good evening, everyone.
can you hear us? Is
yes,
she?
I'm trying to connect it to the headphones.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Good
Oh,
evening, everyone. We are live. We giving everybody time to whatever it is in.
whatever it is in.
Yeah.
Whatever what is in. Can't hear you.
I don't hear you.
Okay, hold
Huh?
on.
Now I hear you.
Hold on. Let me disconnect it from here. She did not start like that. Whatever it was, she did not start like that. Not start like that. Oh my God, my head, my mind went everywhere else.
Okay. Uh-oh. Now you out.
Only me.
Hello?
Hold on, guys.
Well, good evening, everyone.
Well,
We
we
can
want to
actually
know, Miss
start
Selene.
tagging. I know,
Start
but we
tagging
have
everybody in.
people.
That's what I
That's the
wanted to
whole
say.
point. We got to tag everybody in, T Bird.
Well, that's what I was trying to say, but it wouldn't come out right.
Well, you know,
No,
sometimes
it
you
did.
have issues. It's
Yeah, no.
obstacles. You
Sometimes,
have obstacles sometimes.
yes.
Oh,
She did. She started like that. I just like my mind. Yeah, my mind is everywhere now.
oh, I'm
Cochina.
sorry.
No, no,
I
no.
was
It's
just
okay.
like,
I was looking. I was like, did
I
she
can't
just
think
say
of the
that? And are we
word.
live? And are we live?
We
We
are
are past
live.
Oh
live.
my God! We
Yeah,
are
we
live.
went
Son
live
of a
at
gun. Sorry.
6:55, baby. We went live.
You said
Just like you told us to
6:55.
do. Can't hear you.
Are you serious?
You on?
Hear me
Your
In
now.
and out.
Bluetooth's breaking in and out. You may be too far from the
Yes.
device.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna disconnect my Bluetooth. Hold up.
Cool. My apologies. Hold on a second. Y'all keep talking. Y'all keep talking.
We're here. I'm tagging a couple of people. We just trying to see what's going on.
Okay. Well, there's no possible way that I can see any comments or anything like that, guys. But make sure that you guys let me take these off because I can actually hear you from here. So we're good. Oh, try it. Come on, okay. Can you guys hear us? Can you hear
I
me okay now?
I hear you now.
Yes, I can
Okay,
hear you
perfect.
now.
It is past time. Or is it 7 o'clock, y'all guys? I can't see.
It is 7 o'clock.
Oh goodness. Okay, so
Good
listen.
evening.
We'll let Tammy start.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the James and Selene show. Welcome back again, Miss Selene. We miss you, girl.
You think I can't believe I'm still thinking like what can I put in?
I'm not sure what's on the lap,
we
I
Justin.
have
know, I know, literally.
Apparently, it's been wild over there.
okay, so we have Mr. James Ami and Miss Selene Chavez Thibodeau.
Look, I capitalized.
Oh, we were so close to a two shit, y'all. Y'all have no clue.
Look, I even capitalized it on there. Oh,
I know. I've noticed. You wouldn't capitalize on there that way. T Birdie would know.
I was like, okay, let's see. Okay, so I maybe it's me, but okay, now I have 7 o'clock. Is it me running behind or what?
I don't
No,
know.
no,
Okay,
it's
so
7 o'clock.
everyone that is texting me right now that they can't find the James and Selene show, can somebody put the link on our thing because everybody texting me right now. There's nothing that I can do on my side.
The link
I don't
to
have my phone
the link to what?
to the show because okay, listen, I'm gonna
Well, all they would have to do is go to the Facebook page and click the little circle.
there you go.
Yeah,
If somebody can please highlight it on there because everybody texting me right now, you can't see the show. I'm sorry, I have nothing to do with that. Go to our Facebook page. Go and Tammy, can you at whatever or however you do it?
I
Unfortunately, there's nothing that I can do.
I don't know who you.
I
If
mean,
they're texting you that they can't see the show, then they wouldn't be able to hear you.
Exactly. Exactly. So again, we'll try it. So it is 7 o'clock, guys. Welcome. Please remember, it is 18 and over because it's Facebook, and it is real hard talk. That means everything that we talk about, everything that we say, it's live streaming. There's nothing that we can take back. Make sure that you tag at least 5 of your friends. For no, somebody had 5 of mine, so we can make it 10. Okay, because I can't tag. I can't tag.
Oh
I
my
love what you're
goodness.
wearing, Mr. James. I
Why,
like it.
thank you, and happy Thursday evening, everyone. Are you ready for the weekend?
I no,
Why is this volume thing on my
no.
side?
What
We're supposed to
volume
be
thing?
having more
Oh,
rain.
because
Are
I
we
was.
really? I
Yeah.
don't want no more rain.
I can't handle any more rain. My allergies are at its
Oh,
max limit.
so
I've been dealing with so many sinus headaches. It is not a joke.
okay. So listen, this is like FYI, and this is like an emergency breakthrough. So if you don't know, I will tell you what's going on. I talked to a friend of mine, and I can confirm because like there was what the hell happened. But there is this virus, if you haven't heard, that starts with your tonsils, or like there's a knot that goes your throat starts feeling really scratchy, and then you'll have to go straight to the emergency room because it can clog up your breathing chingadera, whatever it's called. So anyway, my friend
Yeah, I
said,
know someone in it that went to the emergency room today for that.
"What is going on with that? Like, what is it?"
I don't know. It might be a new virus going out. Might be a new COVID 2.0. Who knows? We're just going to live with it and keep on going. Jesus is going to take care of us.
Yes, but Mr. James, we should be having answers for things like this. That just didn't pop up out of nowhere.
I don't know.
COVID did.
COVID did.
No, I no, I beg to differ. No, I beg to differ. They put it under
No,
the
they
rug so
want
we
us
didn't.
to believe that.
Yeah.
Well, of course, and I'm telling you because I am one of them. I am the person that caught that shit before, and then my doctor was like, "Sue, you need to stay in the house for 5 days." I was like, 5 days? What the hell are you talking about? Yeah, no, and then my insurance didn't cover that. I'm telling you, that was just swept under the rug, and that's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
It really
It
was.
always is.
So I really got kind of freaked out or whatever because again, I've had so many surgeries and they have to like, what is what is
Stop
it called
playing
when they get
footsie with me.
that whatever that thing? What is it called?
Your tonsils?
Your tonsils.
No, whenever they operate you, they have to put one of those things in your mouth so that you can breathe.
A scope.
Through the
A
surgery,
trach.
right?
A trach.
Amen. I guess. Well, anywho, I've already had so
I'm
many
not.
surgeries. I just thought that it was like, oh my God, maybe it's what they're saying because my throat has been really kind of scratchy. But I just thought that maybe they scratched it, because that's what they told me at the beginning. It's gonna feel scratchy because whenever they pull it out, it's gonna probably scar tissue, blah blah blah. I'm hoping I'm okay.
Oh, you was on a ventilator recently?
No, no, no. These are now. Whenever you go into surgery, like whenever you have a colonoscopy, they have to.
Right. Right.
Okay, and then whenever I went through my mastectomy, they had to put that chingadera in there, and again, they pull that shit out pretty quick. So they could have scratched it up or whatever. So these couple of days, I hadn't feeling too hot, but nothing was gonna get me down. But I'm hoping I'm okay because my throat hurts. This is scary. This is scary
Honey,
stuff.
your sinuses could be dripping in that
Oh, and I
connection.
Yeah,
know
that's
it's
what's happening with
hurting.
me. My sinuses are dripping like crazy right now.
See,
So
that's
I go
that's the
from a
thing.
sinus headache, and whenever it starts draining, then it goes into pretty much nausea.
Oh gosh.
And then from nausea, it goes into upset stomach because that's where all the drains go into.
Oh
Yeah,
goodness.
sinus drip can make it hurt.
Yeah, absolutely. A sinus drip can make your throat sore and leaves
Hey,
it raw.
Desi.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so shall we start the
Absolutely.
announcements? Get all the announcements and stuff out the way. I have some exciting news for you guys. I just want y'all to know something. I don't even know how to tell y'all. Don't even know how to tell you.
Okay.
We're listening.
Look,
We're here. Let's go. Let's
my
do
glasses
this.
don't work no
What's
more.
up, Danny? What's up, Christina?
Oh yeah,
Des,
please. I'm
Wesley,
sorry.
Worm. How are y'all tonight?
They're
Okay.
not all popping up on my side. All
Mm,
I see is
they're there.
Desi.
They're there.
Okay. So, do you remember
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Our
the picture from
friend,
Notorious.
Notorious. Yes, you remember.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we're gonna start. Should I start with this news or start out with because this is pretty freaking exciting.
I don't know.
Okay. Yes.
I don't know what's going on.
Oh man, I know. That's why these are gonna be.
I'm in the blind, boo boo.
I'm
You
telling you right now that
go
these are gonna
for it.
be the shows that you both have no idea. And y'all are probably thinking, why did she put my mom's? See, 'cause see, again, Jesus gave me the most beautiful gift. Y'all go, why is she putting my mama's picture? What? Y'all's mama? She gonna be sitting in that little chair right tonight because I'm gonna see who is lying. I'm gonna find out if it was Tammy
Mm,
or if it was Mr. James. Just watch. Anyway,
better be careful.
um,
My mama's feisty. Yeah,
oh
she
yes, she
might
is. Because
get
I'm
you.
ready for it. So
She
listen,
might get you, girl. She might get you.
The Christina.
notorious, notorious, notorious.
Yes.
Let me tell you, today he sent me his video. It is called Mo, M-O.
Okay.
It will be airing on all his social platforms on April. The release is April the 18th. I can tell you, you all will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. He has had a few doors open for him. And like I said,
That's good.
God has, honey, God moves mountains. And when you manifest it and you know that you're doing right, it's going to happen. And
That
so,
is
again,
true.
Notorious, we are so
Congratulations,
proud of you.
Notorious.
Happy
So,
for you.
so proud of
Or you
you.
jump on the James and Selene show one time and
Oh,
you end up seen by the right eyes and
let me
heard by
tell
the
you
right
something.
ears.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Miss
I can
Jones.
say it. Say it again.
Oh, Miss Jones is on.
Oh, hey,
I was
Pam.
telling her hi.
So again, Notorious, we're so very proud of you. Listen, you just keep putting God first, and the rest just falls into place. I promise, it really does. Like it just goes the way it's supposed to. Doors open for you because they're supposed to open, but if they close, it's okay. Like it truly is okay. So
Well, if
anyway,
that door,
Hey, if
if
the
that
door
door
opens, it's
congratulations.
closes,
supposed to open. But if the door closes, that means it was supposed to close.
there's another
Literally,
one that'll open.
literally.
Correct.
And you know what? Sometimes, and I've learned so much in kind of writing things down and what have you, because I realized that um, just too much was written on too many pages, and now literally I have to write it down. But even if that door doesn't open, and they say, "Oh, another door's going to open," well, even if that one, it's okay. If they don't, it's still okay,
No, they
regardless.
open when they're
Regardless,
supposed to. The
you know
door
what?
only opens when it's supposed to,
Um,
and it's up to you to go through it or
exactly.
not.
I had my phone right here and I had all the messages. Oh my goodness. So please don't forget, um, Mr. Boots, the vice president of Firme, Brothers Against Cancer, is going to message me as soon as he gets home from work or whatever. If he gets a chance to message, I went on and told him to make sure that he messages the link, our email or anything like that. So you can send him a link because we're going to try to have him on so they can discuss
Right.
their fourth annual. I didn't realize it was a fourth annual. 4 years, that's a lot of time. A lot of people
It
think like,
sure
oh, it's
is.
quick, but four
Well,
years.
that link that I sent you earlier, you can send that to him.
Oh, that's the same one. Perfect, perfect. And so again,
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna try his best to come on here. They are having a motorcycle raffle. Again, I don't know all the details, but if you get a chance to go by, it's Firme Brothers Against Cancer. The president is Mr. Big Mo. I call him Mr. because it's out of respect, but that's just the way that I was raised, and we're going to talk about that as well tonight. Um, there is look, you're gonna think I'm crazy, but I'm gonna have to just grab my phone with my notes because it's gonna drive me crazy if I don't. I have everybody's notes, and I was like, I'm gonna make sure that I do mention absolutely everybody because I have not. Again, if you guys get a chance, please email us. Please, you guys can have all the announcements you want. We can get them down. It's just easier for us to do it through an email instead of trying to text one another or because it's just easier that way, to be honest with you. Okay, guys, go ahead with your announcements because I got to get everybody's stuff done because I made a promise that I would.
I'm good with
We have
announcements.
Miss Sarah Benoit on. Hey, Sarah.
Miss Sarah, how are you doing? Or have you started your treatments or anything like that? Is there anything that we can do? Please let us know.
And then Desiree says it's not always a door. Sometimes it's a window to climb in or a wall to dig under.
That's
Honey,
true. But when the opportunity happens, you got to jump at it because if
you
you
take
don't,
it.
then that
You
opportunity
take it.
misses you.
You do, because let me tell you, today I almost missed my opportunity because I got lost in a neighborhood that I really thought they were going to call immigration. Those were these huge houses in a little town called Doosan. These huge houses, and I was going, I am so lost, but the directions said go there, and I was going, not me. I'm not going through those gates. Not me. So I had
Okay,
somebody
so
come meet me, and they're like, Miss Lena, I don't think that's. We're not going to go through those gates. No, we're not.
Not
No, we're not.
today.
you
Yes.
said you said you had another announcement.
I'm getting to it right now. I have to go get it. Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
um, again, I can tell you this is one of my dear friends, and I call him my dear. I call him my queen. Um, he was queen for the Rue, I can't Rue Ball or something like that. But anyway, listen,
The what?
it's called the ROU Ball.
Okay.
It's located there in Lafayette.
All
And
right.
anywhom, so to all my little unicorns and all, I'm going to tell you, if the flyer says, and I'm going to post it on our show as well, it says, it's okay not to be okay. Mental Health Awareness Fundraiser.
It
Royal
should be written
Order
out
of
there. My bad.
Unicorn. It presents anything over rice cook-off. Unfortunately, it is a very special day, which is Saturday, July the 26th. It is
Okay.
going to be at the Casey Hall um, at 123 Lions Club there in Scott, Louisiana, from 9 to 5. Barry is asking if there's any possible way that if anybody would like to donate any auction items, any items, anything like that. If you really want to make a donation, please, I am going to post the flyer on our page. And again, I really pray that you and Miss Tammy agree with me. I can say that on here as well as my personal page or anything else that I have on social media, I support absolutely everyone, and I pray that we do the same on here. I we just do. So anywho, Barry, my queen, I'm gonna make sure that I post that on there, and we'll see if we can get you some fundraisers and stuff. Like it's a 35 cooking team entry. Y'all love that rice and gravy. I'm telling you, I am so ready for some rice and gravy.
That's a Cajun classic right there. You can't
Ooh.
go far with a Cajun without rice and gravy.
No, you can't. And that just sounds so good right now. Damn, that just
Mm.
sounds so good right
I cooked a mean one last weekend.
now. What'd you cook? What did you cook for today?
I didn't cook anything for
Oh,
today.
Blue.
It's middle of the week. What you talking about? People gotta work, girl. We gotta work.
When I meal
I
prep.
barely
You
got
don't
home
meal
at
prep?
6.
Am I the only
No,
one that meal preps?
no.
I
We
hope
cook.
not.
We cook on the weekend. We eat off of it until there's no more, and then we figure out the rest.
Oh, you see, okay, okay. So see, that's what's hard for me. It is hard for me to eat leftovers. Like I don't know.
Yeah. No, no. I worked at a different office today, so by the time I made it home, there was no time to do anything but get ready for the show.
Damn.
That's usually for me during the week.
Hey, Mr. Jonathan. Hey, Karen.
Hi, Mr. Jonathan. Hi, Miss Karen. Sorry,
Crowley was entertaining, Justin. It was entertaining. It was a mess,
okay.
but we
Also,
got it.
listen to this. You remember Eloy and his crew on his brother
Yes.
right there? That okay. Well, guess what today is? Today is his mommy's 73rd birthday, and she is making a cry.
Ooh.
I should know that.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday to you, ma'am.
Hey,
Miss Mary
Robin.
Let Miss
Gonzalez.
Robin come to join us. You finally made it on time. Go ahead. We're glad to see you,
Who is that?
Miss Robin.
Hey, Miss Robin. I'm gonna go find you on that horse. I need to take a picture of you riding that horse at Dollar General. I will never forget that. I will never forget that. That was pretty fun. What else is going on? Let me see. Let me see. Hold on just a second because I got to make sure
That
that I have.
sounds good, Worm. Worm says he's cooking beef, pork, and sausage jambalaya with lima beans and tasso. Caillou, what's up, my brother?
Jambalaya
Yes.
with
Beef, pork, and sausage.
beef,
and a
pork,
side of llama
sausage.
beans cooked with tasso.
That's a lot of food.
Hey, I'm not judging nobody. Just don't wreck. You could listen without watching. Keep your eyes on the road and listen to us. We're gonna serenade you all the way home or wherever you're headed to. You ain't got to tell us. We don't.
Oh
We don't.
my
We don't ask
goodness.
those kind of questions.
Oh my
Hey, you
goodness.
say he just ate him some Popeyes.
I hate Popeyes.
I get aggravated at Popeyes, but I do like their food.
Okay,
It's
so
horrible.
I'm just asking you guys nicely. Because y'all know I'm going to keep it 100. I'm going to keep it 100, and regardless if I don't ever eat there again, I'm okay with that. Because you got to have proof of everything. These days, you got to have proof of everything, it just seems. But I went to Taco Bell because, I am that chick that loves Mexican pizzas. I just don't like no beans. I don't like no sauce. Just put
I
the
like
tostada
Mexican
chip
pizza too.
with the meat.
Mm,
That's it. The cheese, yay. So I ordered and I got pictures. It is ah. The guy was on top of the counter cleaning the filter while this dust and stuff is falling on over everybody's food. I said, "Oh, you can cancel my order. I'm good."
yeah, I go through the drive-through. I don't be looking inside of there. You never
Well,
look inside of.
honey, no,
You
dude,
never
what?
look at the kitchen in fast food. I
Okay,
very seldom look in the kitchen. Period. I
well,
don't want to see what happens. When you don't know, it is what it is.
so that was I had made a little video yesterday. No, it was the day before because I can't remember. I've been like everywhere. I went to go eat at a certain restaurant. I can't, not really a restaurant, but it was kind of a cool place. Anyway, Roger and I, we love a certain type of wing. Like, look, my mouth is getting all watery. Well, I don't know if you know, but when you have a fresh bucket, no matter if it's fries, no matter if it's wings, no matter what it is, if it's fresh, you know it, your palate knows it. Oh, you're gonna enjoy it. I haven't eaten there like in a long time. I'm going, oh hell to the yeah.
Hmm.
So I'm getting there and I'm going, oh. So here she comes, puts it down, and I'm going, oh yeah. Not that I'm a professional,
Hmm.
not that I went to college for it, but that wing there, uh-huh, it was fried 3 times. It was fried at least 3 times. And question,
3 times.
at least 3 times.
Okay. Extra crispy.
Wait, more than crispy. Like, yeah,
Burnt.
it was just weird. So
Okay.
would you have returned them?
I,
Do
it,
you
it,
return your food at restaurants?
oh. Usually I will. Yeah. I'm
Okay.
not gonna say I'm gonna eat whatever comes back out, but I'm gonna send it back because if it's not good for me to eat, it's not good for me to eat. I don't want it.
Have
Especially
you
if I'm
ever
paying
seen?
for it.
Oh, if
Say
I'm paying for it, absolutely. I'm not paying for anything that I'm not eating good. Oh no, absolutely not.
me, and that's
The
my
devil is
thing.
a lie. I don't play those games with people.
Well,
My money
she
is worth it.
she was like, Miss, is there something wrong? I was like, well, I said, listen, I don't know. I will not be the one. I said, because I know what's going to happen. You're going to take those back there. You're going to dust them off or whatever. And you're going to try to fix it a little bit of new ones. You're going to get upset, blah, 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 whatever, whatever. I said, I'm just being nice to you and saying, I'm not going to eat them. They've been fried at least 3 times. I said, not that I'm a master,
Mhm.
but she made
Yeah,
it
that's
right.
nasty.
Again, when they brought the new order in or whatever, there was still a few of them that they tossed in there. Again, I know, but I didn't say that.
Hmm.
Not me, not again, not me,
Oh
not
yeah,
me.
no, I'm getting my money back. I'll
So
get my money
I
back
just
and go
paid for
elsewhere.
it, and I just like yeah. But I
Mm-mm.
did write a review and all that good stuff. So anyway,
Oh no, I worked too hard for my dollar. I'm getting my money back and I'm gonna go visit somebody else.
So
agree.
Miss Karen is cooking homemade hamburgers.
Oh,
Yum.
that sounds good. I'm gonna probably have a bowl of bran flakes. I'm still remembering that cheesy crawfish spaghetti from Tuesday night that Chef K cooked. That was amazing. And anyone
That
that
was
did not
good.
have a taste of that
And Chef
truly
K,
missed
I
out.
do have your bowl. I will get it back to you.
Oh, she might
Danny
fib a little
says
bit.
Raising Cane's owner is on Forbes list.
Of course he is.
Justin said he kept a clean kitchen tonight.
That means he didn't cook, but he don't
Divine,
normally cook.
Miss Divine Stewart says, "Hey, Mimi."
Hi, Alina. Alina, I forgot to. Oh, look, you guys. I was actually looking so cute today, and then I took off my shoes. But Alina, look, Mimi promised you. Thank you for my slippers. I love them. Love, love, love them. I went walking yesterday because I've been doing all my walks and stuff, and I can tell you this: as soon as Roger gets home, honey, I got permission to hit those ditches, and I
Oh,
didn't realize.
wait, you're gonna hit the ditches?
Yes, honey. Let me
Okay,
tell you,
I'm just making sure I heard that right.
those crawfish are just beautiful. But I got scared because
Hmm.
there was a freaking snake, and I was going, "Ooh!" But anywho, I'm not a happy camper because you got to have a fishing license in order to you for you to be picking the crawfish in the ditch. I think that's so
It
crazy.
wouldn't surprise me nowadays. I don't know.
Well,
So
I
you should have a fishing license to be able to scoop crawfish out of the ditch.
yes, and
You,
okay, so I understand. I do understand
I
it.
know that there's a small. You got to be careful with that sometimes because some of these farmers get upset. They start calling the police on you.
So this is my thing. Yes, this is why the sheriff's department was called out because I had to go be nosy. But I need to make sure that I know what I'm doing because I don't want to ever get in trouble.
Right.
You have the right. You have the ditches belong to the city, the parish, which I call parishes. We pay taxes to the parish. We pay taxes for getting our license. So we have the right. The only thing that we don't have the right, if our wheels are on pavement, you cannot have your wheels on pavement. Has to be gravel road. So again, I had to get all my details, and I got that from the source, which was the sheriff's department here.
Okay.
And so your wheels cannot be on pavement because that's considered the road. Now it's in danger to other people. So you got to park on gravel. Yes, you do. So the people that I met on that gravel road where I walked, they said I could park my car there. So I am
There you
determined.
go.
I am determined. I want to learn. I want to learn how to do this. I'm
Yeah.
scared.
What?
I'm
Just go
scared.
grab them. You just gotta reach out and grab them with your hands.
With your hands, you
With your
lie.
hands.
No.
Yeah, you gotta grab them with your hands and toss them in a bucket or a basket, a clothes
Alina,
basket.
you're gonna pick up. You're gonna have to with your hands. What do they bite?
I mean, you bite them back and throw them in the bucket.
I won't make it. Oh snap! Is there? Do they make any gloves that we can use?
Probably. I think there's
I'm
some
sure
heavy
there's, yeah, some
gloves.
heavy gloves.
Then you may have issues trying to get them off the gloves because they're gonna be
Oh
uh, clopped
no!
on the glove, and you're gonna be trying to rip them off, and then you're gonna end up ripping off their little claws, and they're gonna be screaming bloody murder. It's gonna be rough.
So catching up with the messages, Kyle says he would walk out. I'm not sending it back.
Right, Kyle?
They mess
I
with
get
my
it,
food.
Caillou.
He says nope. Desiree says, yeah, Cane and Poe license is what you need. And
Yeah,
then Mr. Kyle says, I think it's perfectly fine as long as you're not trespassing or blocking the roadway.
there you
And
go.
Jeremy or Worm says, impending traffic. It's true. You most definitely grab them with your hands.
Yeah. You just gotta reach there and grab them. If you got a bunch in a pile, you grab them with two hands and you just scoop them up and throw them.
Hell to the no!
Why?
Hell to the no! That
Well,
means I have to get my ass in the ditch.
yeah. Well,
No,
what you gonna?
no,
What was you planning on
no,
picking them up
no.
with?
I
Maybe a grabber? You want to use a grabber? Choo, 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 choo. That might
listen.
work.
I seen people throw a net like that, and then they go like this.
not not for the ditch. Miss
You're gonna
Robin
have to have a
says,
big dish to throw a cast net.
Miss Robin says, think of it from the farmer's point of view. What if that was your field
That
and
is
that was
true.
your living in crawfish that you raised that
Mm-hmm.
escaped from the ditch, and someone who's catching your crawfish out of the ditch from your field? Just saying.
It's true because most of them do sell it for profit, and I mean that helps them live and all of that.
It does.
So that's like somebody having an apple orchard and someone jumping the fence to go grab apples off the tree.
I agree. I agree.
I
So
don't know. There's a lot of gray area there. That's
there
going to be
is.
between you and Jesus, and we're not going to tell nobody.
Literally, you just, you know what? I'll be like, okay, let's not get caught today, but let's have a good meal. And I really realize if I go by myself to go and get them, do you honestly think I'm going to sit there and boil them by myself? Now I say
What
boil? No, not yet.
you mean you're not going to boil them?
I'm gonna
You're not
even
going to
trying to
cook them
reach
if
for
you go
my
catch them?
I'm gonna reach for my emergency prayer book. How not to boil the fish, the crawfish without feeling guilty. Yeah, no. I couldn't do it.
Oh my goodness.
Um, so with that
Danny
being
says,
said, go ahead.
Danny says it's illegal to get crawfish from the ditch in some places
It
if
is.
it's a farmer's overflow.
Hey, I've seen people actually take empty sacks and go to where the levee broke and just hold them right there in the water because at that point the water's gushing through the sack and they're catching a sack of crawfish at a time because they're floating with the water
To
into the
me,
ditch.
that's
I've
not
seen
fair.
that. That's some,
I have
and
to say,
yeah, there's some gray area there. I see both sides to the story.
again, I've done it off the gravel road, and they were literally everywhere on on the road itself. So
Correct.
I mean,
Right. No, I get it. Yeah, there's a lot of gray area. It's hard to say what's right and wrong at that point.
literally, literally. All right. So are y'all? I really wish Jamie would have been on the TV with this one because I have to see your reactions.
Oh, T
So
Birdie don't get on
y'all,
camera. You know that.
are y'all ready for our topic tonight?
Yeah, we're waiting.
Okay. So let me
What we
tell you.
talking about?
All right. So you seen the little flyer on there, and it's had your mom's picture. It had my mom's picture, and your mom and my mom are both in heaven, and my dad's still living, but a couple of things have been going on, and I've been kind of watching people, and then people have been like, "Oh my God, Selena, you're not gonna believe what just happened." So
Okay.
I'm gonna scoot my table back, and we're gonna start. Look at you, like what the hell is she talking about?
I
Now,
have
Mr.
no clue,
James,
y'all.
I have to
This is
say,
as much a surprise for me as it is for everyone watching.
it is, and I have to tell you, for everybody watching, because again, I can't see you. If you know what it is, please explain it to some of us because some of us have no idea. So, the title of our show today was going to be What Had Happened Was. I got a couple of stories, and she's actually on here if you said her name earlier. Do you remember back in our days? And I am going to say that, Mr. James, I am going to say that your mom will agree with me as well as Tammy. I believe that you and Tammy were raised with saying yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, no, thank you, or excuse me, or opening up a door for a lady
Correct.
or anything like that. Okay.
Hmm.
So,
Yes, ma'am.
all right. So if you're ready, I'm going to skip this
Yes, ma'am.
back and I am going to tell y'all what we're going to be doing today. Okay. Some of you may or may not be able to see it or what have you, but on the phone when I was talking to a friend of mine, there was a young lady, not really lady, because she was a young little teenager, that broke a glass just because she wanted to break it by the tire where my friend's car was.
Oh,
The young girl, 12, 13, decides to tell that adult, did you go look at the cameras? Who cares? What had happened was your mother at an age where you and Tammy were able to even, I'm gonna say that from the time that you started talking or even walking or anything, it was always you got disciplined for touching things that didn't belong to you because I know I did.
oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
You you as well, Mr. James.
Oh, oh, Mama didn't play
Don't
with us.
touch.
Don't touch. Don't go in the store. Don't grab in the store. Don't grab nothing at the store. You're gonna act up. You're going to the bathroom, and if she got to go outside with you, it's not gonna be pretty.
Oh my goodness! I was not. I was expecting discipline, but not like I didn't realize your mom was like tough like that. That's a good thing
Oh,
though.
my mom will whoop our butt in a heartbeat.
Literally,
In a
literally.
heartbeat.
So with that being said, I'm gonna turn this to Sid. I don't know who all remembers this or not, but with the show of hands or those that can comment, including Mr. James and Tammy, who remembers reading the Mother Goose books, the actual book?
Yes.
I think so. You got that right, Miss Pam. Absolutely.
Now, Tammy, now tell the truth and shame the devil. Do you read books to your granddaughter?
No.
So
I
that
mean,
tradition, I can say I didn't do this. I did it. I can say I didn't do it
well,
either.
in my defense, I would because I like to read. I do buy her books, but she lives 8 hours from me, so no.
And she's at an age where she won't pay attention on a phone
Literally,
or a video
literally.
chat at this moment.
So I have this book here now.
Okay.
Who can tell me? And I'm gonna. Oh, some of them. If you know what this is,
It's a meat grinder.
Yeah, meat grinder, sausage stuffer.
let me tell you, I have been
Like,
trying to Google to see what this hell this is, and I can't figure it out.
Well, it's. I think you have it upside down.
I think it's a meat grinder, actually. Yeah, it's upside down.
Yeah, you see that part you have your hand on attaches to the table.
Yeah.
The
And you
part
put
that's
your stuff
open.
in
You
here.
put your meat in there and you
Correct.
turn it and you grind it.
Yes.
It's a
So
meat grinder.
look,
It's an old school meat grinder.
this was actually my father-in-law's, and he.
Hmm.
So this is the way it goes. I have been fighting all day with this thing.
Are
Okay.
you? That's how they made sausage.
Yeah,
They
they would
put
grind it up.
they put the intestines. I think they use,
So
and
where would it come out of?
Well, where your thumb is. So
well, that's where you put
look,
it.
look.
That's where you put
That's
the
where you
meat
put
in.
the meat in
That's
right
where it would
there.
come
And
out.
that's where it would come out. So normally a lot of people would make sausage, so they would cut up their meat and grind some of it up first. And then you're going to mix it with the seasoning and run it back through. And then you would put your casing on that end part that would just slip on. It'd basically
Oh,
be like a condom.
and then
So
you
it would
go.
slip on the end. You would grind the meat and it would fill it up. And yes, Justin, there's so many sausage jokes going on right now.
So okay. Does anybody have this? Can
I,
anybody on here tell me? Do they still read the night before Christmas at Christmas time?
okay, so um, I
Is that the
haven't in a
Cajun
while. Is
style?
that the Cajun one or is that the traditional?
No, I didn't realize you all had a Cajun one.
Oh yeah, we do the Cajun one. That's
Okay,
something new
so
that
this
we've done it when we were younger, but at this point in time, we got new babies in the family on our side. So at some point in time, we're going to start with the Cajun one.
we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go look for it. I don't know what you're talking about. So
But it's basically the same
so
thing, but with
I'm
the
gonna
Cajun
bring
night
my
before
Madonna here.
Christmas,
Okay,
they
I was. This is my Madonna years.
Jesus take the wheel.
Isn't it crazy that we've gotten to the point now that literally we go there and the only thing we have is a little thing that says LOL on the nipple.
Little pasties.
I tried to find the LOL stickers to put on me, but I couldn't find them. So I was like, forget it. I know you guys are thinking, man, where is she getting to this with this? And I'm gonna tell you why. I don't see a lot of stuff that we used to do doing it now. And does that become okay? That's the question. If our parents, your mother, my father, could tell us their story, it would be what had happened was that the new generation thinks they know it all and blah, blah, blah. But now, now, Miss James, we're a little older than you, but you're still part of this generation because I guess I see you as an old soul. Like, but
Right. Mm-hmm.
we're starting to
Absolutely.
say the same thing now. We're starting to say, well, the new generation. Well, no, they call themselves. What is it
Them
they call themselves?
kids. That's what we
The
call them. Them cheering. Them new kids. Them
No,
new.
no,
what is
is the
that age
Gen
group
Gen?
called?
Gen
Oh, you talking about the I don't even know what generation we're on anymore. I mean,
Gen something or
technically
whatever.
I'm a millennial, but I am so close to Gen X that I'm kind of in that cusp line.
I can tell you that it's
85.
I can tell you what becomes of absolutely everything that we are getting taught is not, it's just not getting taught the same way, and that's the truth. And that's
Well,
sad.
that is true.
I tried my best to see if I could still locate a school that still does things like this. So I think I've showed you, but I can't remember if it was you or somebody else that I was showing. I was going through my boxes, but Alina, look, go get your mom. My daughter made this for me back when she was in school, and it's a little horse that says "I love you" and stuff. And then
Mm-hmm.
she made. I remember doing this in school. Now the Divine made me this, and I still have them because I want to give them to Alina. But do y'all remember sewing through paper?
No, I never did that.
Tammy, did you
Yes,
do? We
yes.
should do that. We should have a sewing through paper because it's just, again, I really enjoyed
What's
doing it.
going through paper?
So,
You just there would be a pattern on the paper, and you
Mm-hmm.
have either thread or
yeah,
yarn
and
or
this is out
hook,
of thread.
Oh, okay, I got
and
you. You'd
and
have
you
them
would
thing, and you
the
would.
pin
It's
the
almost like a paint
needle.
by number, but it's sewing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Exactly.
embroidery.
yeah.
Yeah, people still
Yes.
do it. I just don't know if they do it in school anymore.
So the generations are by GI generation, the silent generation, baby boom generation, Generation X,
Mm-hmm.
That's
millennial
it.
generation,
Mm-hmm.
Generation Z, and Generation Alpha.
So we in Z and Alpha now,
What breaks me is
and the
that
rest of us are just old.
Yes, 2010
I,
to 2024 is Generation Alpha.
well, Alpha, okay.
We
Well,
back to A.
literally. Well, I know you hear this, and what's gonna kick my butt is that if you and Tammy say y'all use the microwave,
For
please
what?
tell me you don't use the microwave to make popcorn.
I have used the microwave to make popcorn, but actually, I have one of those things that you put on the stove and you put your popcorn in it and your coconut oil and you turn it. And as it heats up, you sit there and you turn the side of it and it turns and it pops the popcorn. Then you
I
pop
Oh,
used
that
I
out,
like
you
I
that.
hit it
used
with
to
pop.
pop it in the bottom of a pot. You put a little bit of
Yeah, and you would
oil.
shake it. My
Yeah,
grandmother would do that.
yeah.
My grandmother would pop popcorn on the stove in a pot with a lid, and she would know just enough to shake it. And then she would pick it up every so often and shake it.
Hmm.
So my father-in-law pops, he did the same thing because he used to make the most wonderful caramel balls.
Hmm.
But I have gotten into like making these popcorns that I make and stuff. But let me tell you, my anxiety. I tried to put it the what are these things called? Corn
Cornels, popcorn
corn.
Kernels.
cornels.
Yeah,
Um,
popcorn kernels.
I tried to put it in the pot and then I put the oil. When that sucker started popping, I it got the best of me.
You
I
was
couldn't
done?
stand it. I didn't know it. No.
You could
So
get
when,
your air popper.
well, that's exactly what my friend got me. And Mallory, thank you so much. But she got me this thing, this chingadera that you put it in there, but it's still like you guys like I think what you're saying is it goes like this and it goes like that or whatever, and then it starts popping. I don't like. I just think it's just best that we just buy a bag that's already popped, and I'm okay with that. Just don't
No,
use the
that's
microwave.
not fresh. I make theater style popcorn at home. So I pop it and then I pull it out. I have popcorn salt usually, and I have the liquid butter. And then you do it in layers. You do a little salt, a little butter. You shake, 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 add some more on top. Do it all over again.
Do you like butter on your popcorn?
Absolutely.
Yes, I like butter
Loads
with
of
my
butter.
popcorn.
I
You know,
like a
I
little
don't.
popcorn
I'll
with
tell you
my
what I like
butter.
on my popcorn: pickle juice. And I don't like pickles. Don't knock it till you try it. Don't knock it till you try it.
Okay. I'm not
I don't like
knocking
pickles.
it.
I
but
don't like butter.
but I'm thinking popcorn and pickle juice. It would want to like.
See, you take a pickle, and you get somebody to bite that tip because I don't like biting it. You know,
I'm done.
and
I'm
so
done. Look, yeah, I'm done with y'all. I'm done with both of y'all. We
it's
done talked about sausage condoms and biting the tip off a
Tammy
pickle.
started it
This
with
is
the
a rated
radio
look,
show.
you guys. This is not a show for children.
It's
I don't know what's
no,
happening,
it's not.
but you might
Anita,
want to watch
Anita,
out,
I'm
y'all.
serious.
Just
I'm
be
being serious.
careful.
So I again try a pickle and just squeeze it. Just try it. Don't knock it till you try it. And so we're gonna keep going. So I need to know everybody that's on here.
Whew, help us,
Again,
Lord. I
we're
don't
at
want to
that
try the
age that we
pickle,
can
Lord. I
ask.
don't want to try the pickle.
We are at that age that we can ask. At this point, are we still with the respect of yes ma'am, no ma'am, thank you? And the reason I say this because I do have a point to make. A gentleman at Walmart, and I'm gonna say it was at Walmart, he made a very strong point to me, Mr. James, and it broke my heart to even say that he was right. The lady that was in front, because I listened, but it just, he got a little aggressive. And the elderly lady, I'm going to say elderly because she was older than me,
Yes.
told the young little boy, oh, don't touch it because it's going to break. And he goes, I was like, oh, that's not my kid. I got nothing to say. So when he turned, he accidentally hit her. Like, I mean, not hit her like in a hard way, but, kind of went like this. The right thing for us, I think, would be, oh, pardon me, or I'm sorry.
Yes,
Correct.
correct.
The dad, and it made sense to me. He says, okay, did you apologize? And he says, yes. I said, I apologize. The lady says, well, you should have said, I'm sorry. The dad said, no, we don't say I'm sorry. I don't let my child say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. I don't allow
Well, you do have to understand that yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, and those type of manners, not so much about being kind or mean or whatever, but yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, and those type of manners is usually only Southern. Once you get out
that.
of the
Is
Southern
it?
states, you do not see that. Miss Kashika actually posted in chat that when her sister lived in Colorado, her kids got in trouble for telling the teacher yes, ma'am. And that is real. That happens. That is just a Southern thing. That is
It
just a
has to be because
and not even Southern. I mean, you're really talking basically Texas to Florida, Texas to the Carolinas. You don't get a whole lot, maybe as tall as far up as Tennessee, Kentucky, not much more than that. That's it.
isn't that
You
crazy?
get you get up, you get to Illinois, you get to New York City. No one's telling you yes sir, no sir.
True, true. And I get that because some were kind of like what, but again, at where I remember back in my days, and again, this is just us, that if we acted out or what have you, someone that was an adult was allowed to get our attention to say, hey, listen, I guess now that we're at this point,
Well,
it's too hard because again,
I get that, but you got to understand, even whenever I was young, even whenever I was a little boy, the world was a different place. And you don't want just any stranger trying to correct your child,
agreeable,
right or wrong. You know,
agreeable.
I get that, that's
So
kind of the crosshairs on that because there's a lot of gray area. Because I know a lot of people who grew up just like me, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. But at the same time, when we grew up, the neighbor would fuss at us for leaving the hose on, or for playing in their ditch, or for moving something out their yard, or trampling some flowers, and that was perfectly okay. Because usually the neighbor would fuss at us, then call mama, and mama would fuss at
and
us
then
too.
yeah, that's how it was.
But
We
but
all
nowadays you got parents wanting to fight people because they are fussed at a kid for messing with some flowers. So it's such a gray area. You can't say right or wrong anymore because it's all
literally,
perspective.
literally, and
It
I've
is
come
it's
I
Straight
have come to
perspective.
realize that. Do you remember? I don't know if y'all ever did that, but we did. I remember us going to Mexico a lot because it was every other weekend, or if my grandparents started getting a little sick or what have you, then we would definitely go every weekend. But whenever you guys come to the house and stuff like that, Tammy had bought me 4 cups.
Uh
So
huh.
look, I wanted to show you. This is where I'm back at. I don't know if you remember. I remember us having nothing but mason jars, or jars that we would we would go grab our drink and go sit
Hmm.
outside. And if we broke it, oh, you better hide it because we were gonna be in trouble. But I tried to use the plastic one, and I can't drink out of them. It doesn't taste the same. It doesn't. So, what is something, and I'll start with Tammy, what is something that is now that tastes different from back then?
Everything, because everything at the grocery store is full of some sort of preservative, chemical, dye, etc.
I can tell you what I'm going to go be eating in Houston this week coming up, and that's the
What's
truth.
that?
I'm going back to Krispy Kreme. I think they've never changed, and I'm ready for a Krispy Kreme donut. That's what I'm ready for.
Let's
Or
see.
a
There was a
Shipley's. Have y'all ever had a Shipley's? They've never changed either. And that's what
Okay,
I'm talking
so
about.
there was one brand, and I don't remember exactly who it was, but it was either Krispy Kreme or Shipley's. It was one of those that always claims that you'll always get a perfect donut out the box.
Krispy
Oh, oh,
Okay,
Kreme.
oh.
so Krispy Kreme, hold on.
Oh,
So
yes.
this
Yes.
guy did this science experiment. He took a Krispy Kreme donut, put it in a Ziploc bag, and let it sit for 3 weeks. Next to it, he got a donut from
Mom and
the
pop.
local mom and pop bakery, which is, a donut shop. And within like 3 or 4 days, it started molding. But that Krispy Kreme did not mold after 3 weeks.
I'm gonna give y'all a
So
confession right now, baby. I'm gonna give
it's
y'all a
good.
confession.
It's good. I really don't know what a Krispy Kreme donut tastes like,
I've
but now
only
Oh,
I'm
ever did
terrified to
Krispy
try it.
Kreme.
That's
oh!
just straight chemical.
I am telling you, I am giving you my confession, and now y'all understand why I'm so big. I have eaten a dozen don't by myself because the way that as soon as they come out, you're like this, and you go like this,
Yeah,
and done. I did it
yeah.
by myself. I didn't think I would, and I was like, wait, did I just shit? I'm gonna have to go back and get some more because I'm gonna have to bring them home. I've done that. I can
Hey,
tell you,
I get it. Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, there's been a few
that was
times
my
you just
mother.
pig out
My
on some
mother.
good donuts.
What did your mom enjoy having? Roger's mom was Boudin King and Jennings. I remember that. Roger said that she was always wanting that Boudin. Like they never changed it. It was Boudin King for her. Like, what about? Would you say any
Um,
restaurants, anything that has been open that your mom went to this that you could say I went there and it still hasn't changed?
oh,
Mom
that.
always went to Boudin King here in Crowley.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know if anything that hasn't changed, to be honest with you, because even McDonald's and Burger King has changed sizes and formulas and taste. Everything moves. I mean, unless you're talking like an old school diner, like I would even consider like Snack Shack an old school diner where they just
Yeah.
make homemade
Yes. See,
burgers and plate
I can
lunches,
tell you, I got
stuff like that. That would be
there. I
closest to an
know.
old school diner.
I ate a burger because they make them fresh, and
Yes.
it didn't make
It's
it
hard to beat
home.
that ultimate burger from the Snack
It,
Shack.
it,
I mean,
it
I'm not
didn't make it
promoting them because they
home.
didn't pay me nothing, but if they're willing to send me a burger, I'll tell them how good it is
I
online.
accept. I accept because let me tell you, when that juice was falling on that paper, look, my mouth is getting watery. That juice was falling off that paper. That was oh my goodness. That's a good little.
Oh, yeah.
What is it called again?
What?
The
Snack Shack.
place.
Snack Shack?
I want to call it the Shack Attack, but it's not that.
The Snack Shack? But I mean, mom enjoyed simple things for a lot of times, Cheetos Puffs. That was one of her biggest things
Oh my
ever.
God, my mom
She
is
would eat some Cheetos Puffs like you wouldn't believe. And she would actually share it with the dogs. So her and Riku would have an equal amount of Cheetos Puffs. That's before we got the Danes. But she would fix a bowl of Cheeto Puffs for her. She would fix a bowl for Riku. And they would sit there. She'd eat one and she'd hand him one.
My mom loved Cheetos, the puff Cheetos, but her biggest
Mhm.
thing was having a pina colada at Olive Garden. My mom used to
Okay.
love going to Olive Garden, and she always
Mom
wanted.
enjoyed lobster, um, potato soup. Pretty much anywhere we went, she wanted potato soup. So a lot of places we would go for the potato soup.
Oh, that sounds good. Oh, potato.
Cheetos. Before her cancer, she really enjoyed a steak. But I think she even got to the point where she wanted my steak more than like anywhere else.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good. Steaks. Yeah, man, I think I'm just hungry. I think that's what it is. I'm just
Well,
hungry.
you know. What you cook tonight?
If I tell you, you wouldn't believe me.
Okay.
So I made a pescado like in a sauce, a fish in this. I was gonna talk to you in Spanish. A tilapia. I don't
Okay.
know how you say it. Is that how you say it? Mojarra? I don't
Mhm.
know how you say it. A mojarra. I made that in a sauce and just
Yeah.
yeah. I didn't eat it the whole entire thing, but because again my medicines are going up and down, um
Yeah.
so
Well, it's real windy out too. So
that's
if
why.
you are seeing us jump, I mean, we're doing the best we can out here
Yeah, literally,
between the weather and everything. But that being said, I do have a new internet ordered, and they should be able to start installing it within the next month and a half to 2 months.
oh, that's good. I got
Yeah, they
somebody.
have to come in and physically bury a fiber line. And I live out in the middle of nowhere. So it's not
Literally,
like we
that's
have blocks or anything. I live on 2 acres at the end of nowhere. And if you come down my driveway, you either know where you're going or you're hoping you get lost.
yeah, and don't be going down people's stuff if you don't know you're not supposed to be there because that's just rude.
Not
That's
down
just
in
rude.
Maxie ball. We don't play them games down
Yeah,
here.
that's just rude.
Mm-mm.
So, before I forget, because I'm looking at my paper, I meant to. I don't know if you guys all know that literally. I told y'all before. I really thank God that Roger was home with that tornado hit. But I do have, in case anybody know somebody that knows somebody. Um, we have I think it's a queen size bed frame. I don't have the mattress 'cause I don't get mattresses away. I literally, like, you ain't gonna be sleeping. You don't know what I did on that mattress. That's none of y'all. No, no. So
Yeah,
anyway,
you don't take no mattress from anybody. That's a big
no,
negative.
if it's an emergency, then I have to do what I gotta do, but still, no.
Yeah,
But anyway, I do have
absolutely.
we do have a queen size mattress. I mean, frame. I just can't lift it, and I'm not going to. I did put it on the porch. That's as far as it's gonna get, cause yeah, that's as far as they got. But again, if anybody knows somebody that knows somebody that's looking for I think it is a queen, but I'm not 100%. Um, but please let me
Sounds
know.
good.
Because
Is
it's
that the
really, I
one
mean,
you is that the one y'all just bought?
yeah, yeah. Because so I don't know if y'all know. We'll spend a few minutes on that, but you know how we have that back door. When
Hmm.
that tornado was hitting it, hit, I don't know, all the water came in from underneath. But we got all our towels and everything. But that room, I'm gonna have to lift. I'm gonna have to lift. It's plastic, no, vinyl or something like that or whatever. But we're gonna have to pull that up, and it was hard enough for me to take that bit out. And I told Roger, listen, I can't. I'm not putting it back in there. I'm not gonna do it. Um, so anyway, I wish I could say that I could bring it down and take it over to donate it somewhere, but I can't lift it. It's really heavy, and that's the truth.
Hmm.
So anyway, in case somebody knows somebody that knows somebody that's
Yeah,
looking
if you
for,
know
I
somebody,
think
reach
that's
out
a
to Miss
queen. I
Selene.
think it is. I think it's a queen size, and we're still gonna have a lot of more things. I thank God for all the people that came out and helped out.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say we got rid of a lot of things, but we were able to bless. Roger and I were able to bless a lot of people with a lot of things that we already had. That whenever you start cleaning up, you're like, damn, I didn't even know I had that. Like,
yeah, I know
was that
exactly.
mine?
Uh-huh.
Did I have it?
Yeah,
Okay.
before we get too far, let's get caught up with some chat.
Yes.
Caillou, he says Babineau's Cafe definitely holds it down with their food. That's back to what do you remember when you were younger being the same? Kashika, Chef K herself says Snack Shack has the best bacon cheeseburgers, and they're pretty darn good. I'm not
They
gonna
are
lie to
good.
that. Miss Pam Jones, the weather must be getting bad. We're starting to buffer. But she also said that she dropped the air low and made a gumbo. Go ahead. Nothing wrong with that. Turn that air up and make
That's
that gumbo. Was that chicken and sausage or seafood? What you got up in there?
oh, that sounds good.
Mm. Be stanking up in that house, I bet.
Oh, I bet that's good.
Oh, last weekend I made a seven steak and a gravy. What you know about that?
I what?
A beef seven steak?
I've had. I'm just not a beef. I'm not a beef eater, but I've had. I mean, and that sounds good. I want a gravy. I'm in the mood for a gravy.
Yeah,
None of
that's what
y'all
it was. No, it
gravy.
was in a gravy. I cooked it all down into a gravy. It just melted in your mouth.
Oh,
Cooked
that's
that
what
for about 8 hours.
oh,
Pooh.
that's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
it
Oh,
was it was fork tender.
It was good.
It
oh,
was
see,
fork tender. T Birdie made Mama's potato salad. Lord,
did
I had to
y'all
slap
know?
people away. We had to slap people away. They
I
smelled
did
that
not
cooking, want to
realize.
come down that gravel driveway in Maxie. No, it don't play like that, baby. Not
I
today.
found out what a pork steak was. A pork
Yeah.
steak sandwich. Uh huh.
You found you a pork steak sandwich. You can't beat a good pork steak sandwich. I see Mr.
Well,
Earl Grey sitting down with us. He knows all about them pork steak sandwiches.
oh well, let me tell you, that's gonna be good because it's gonna be thrown down.
Mm.
Don't forget, Pam. Pam is actually gonna be doing the sweets for April the 19th. She's gonna be having a setup for the 19th up there at Emmett's Bar, and she's
Oh
doing
yeah.
sweets. And I think her cousin is doing something, but I don't know what he's cooking.
What kind of
Anyway,
sweet?
I'm determined. I'm determined. I want to know. I want to cook a pork steak. I want to know. I mean, a pork steak sandwich. I want to know how to cook one.
Well, it depends. Are you gonna fry it or are you gonna barbecue it? Because if you're barbecuing it, you better have a special sauce. It makes the pork steak. Makes that mouth water too.
And then
Pooh, Danny's in the
you
chat saying
fry.
he's really hungry now. And Worm, you are correct. Worm says the bone is shaped like a seven, and I believe it's from the shoulder area. He used to cut some meat back in his
I bet you did.
heyday.
I bet you did. Okay, take a drink.
Okay, yeah. Miss Amber Clump, she just had a little operation done, and she's currently not able to eat a whole lot of solid food right now. So she said that we can't be sitting here talking about food because poor
Well,
thing, she'd be getting hangry. Not
yeah.
hungry. She gets hangry. And then
Oh,
she
I see.
takes it out on Worm and oh, that poor little fella.
Oh, I'm
He likes it,
sorry.
to be honest with you. But he comes to work crying sometimes. Ah,
So
It
with
don't
that
take much
being,
to scare
with that
worms.
on
that's
that
true, but
note,
you know.
on that note, um, don't let me forget you guys. Next Tuesday, um, I'm gonna be airing. Can't tell y'all where I'm gonna be, but I'm gonna be somewhere.
Worm says it's true, yeah. But she said he'll be
What are you
fine.
putting in your nose, Miss James? What the hell is
Oh, that's
that?
Vic said. My allergies are so bad right now that I'm keeping it so I can breathe and not like sit here and cough up stuff. So that's
Oh,
Vicks inhaler. Vicks, the almighty Vicks. My mama, my grandma,
honey,
and her
yes,
grandma
baby.
before that would
You
put that
put
on
that.
every piece of the
That's
body to make the world better. So I promise you, I still live by that. Now, if you want to talk about old school of things that don't change, it may come in a different little canister, but it's still Vicks in your nose. Vicks to make
so.
it go.
Again, I am gonna leave you guys with one more thing, and then
What you got?
I don't believe that you all had to do this. I don't think y'all did. I mean, maybe your mom did. I know my father-in-law did, and I remember that we did when we lived in Mexico.
Okay. Oh no, my mom has a collection of those. We have
Mom
probably
loves
20
those.
of those around the house. She never went she saved those and it was always in her mind that in the event that we lost power, we'd never be without light because I have so much of that all around, it's dangerous.
Well, let me tell you, my father. This was my father-in-law's, and he was like, Cecily, if we lose power, we're okay. And I thought, oh my gosh,
And that's right.
I don't even know how to open it, but I figured it out, and he
Yep.
cleaned
You
them
put your all in
really
the bottom, you light the wick.
literally, literally. Now this only has a very small wick left, but I figured I could probably change it out or something and keep it in case
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah,
get.
you just buy the replacement wicks. The
Yeah,
glow comes off, you replace the wick. You screw
Yeah.
it back down. You fill it up with learning oil, and you pop that sucker to go.
I seen you had a weight a scale back there. What you doing with that?
So that I was gonna show. This was my father-in-law's as well. Now these scales I haven't seen, but his is really oily and stuff. But he always said that the tray it had to be completely dried off, and that the scale that he used, because my father-in-law was a very big crab seller. Like he would sit there and sell lots of
Yeah,
Yep,
crab.
yep,
But this was the scale that
that
he
was
used.
he used
yeah,
to weigh.
yeah.
And let
My
me tell you
grandpa
what he
had
told
something
me.
very similar from when we sold fruits and vegetables. Because
Well,
sometimes he would
that's
sell it by the
exactly what he
piece,
was
and
saying.
sometimes he would sell it by the pound.
And he said that they made these in trays that were a little bit bigger. And then he was like, Cecily, you know, y'all don't even use that for that anymore. Y'all want to know what y'all use them for? I was like, what would that be, Pop?
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, I had a couple of other things with, of course, with the, because I
Hmm.
love, I still wear my shoes that are from the 70s and things because I love things like that. But again, we've come to realize that we are changing, and I'm gonna let you guys say your shout outs, and if you would mind, I'd like to have a closing if that's okay with you both.
Sounds good to me.
Okay?
Catch up real quick. Miss Pam Jones said that she is making all sorts of pecan candies,
Pecan, girl,
bundt
you from
cakes,
Texas,
buttermilk
baby.
pie, sweet potato pie, and tea cakes. So if you're in the Houston area, or you just hungry and want to take a ride, why don't you come swing by and pick up some of them sweets with her?
Pecans, and there's no pecan. What is that?
No, that is a
Pecan.
pecan. No one peed in a can to get these nuts ready.
I bet you did. Go ahead, Tammy.
Well, if you did, if your pecans involve pee to process, I think I'm just gonna skip out. It's kind of like that restaurant talk earlier, and I'm gonna take my money and I'm gonna go somewhere else. Shout out everybody from Exco. You know who you are, Danny. We got the Clumps, Justin, Chef K. Thank y'all so much for being great and hanging out with us every week, every Tuesday and Thursday night. James and Selene show. We love you guys. Tammy.
I'm gonna shout out to my boys. I know they're not listening, but anyway, Layla, I will see you soon,
That's
girlfriend.
right. We are
Yummy,
taking a
glad to see
ride.
you. And Miss Sarah, if you still on, hey girl, hope everything's going pretty good tonight. And I think that's it. I love y'all.
There you go. So
And shout
listen,
out to Miss Selene. We're glad you're
That's
back.
right. We are so happy you're back with us. Worms
so
on the chat saying pea, cans, nuts. Good night, everybody. Y'all can keep y'all's pee. I'm gonna let y'all know I ain't about that game. I don't be doing that kind of stuff. Mm-mm. I'm
It's
tapping
okay,
out.
Sarah. We still love you, girl.
we
She
appreciate
said
it. So
sorry.
Yeah, my
we're
safe word is
sorry that we're getting a little
pineapple
bit
when it comes to pee.
over,
Mm-mm.
but it it's not that we're set on a regular base or what have you time. But I'm going to take this very serious moment. To let each and every one of you know. I know the words, oh, you're back and stuff like that. I'm trying. I really am trying my best. I have a few things that I still have to work on myself. It has nothing to do with anybody else but me. I appreciate you guys letting us come back into your living rooms. It's so much stuff that we actually covered because I'm really loving this. I think that I'm missing it. I think that I miss going. I don't want to go forward. I think that's what it is. I just don't want to go
But
forward.
that's
Like
life. Life
it
always
is.
move forward.
It
That
has
train
come.
is moving. We
It
just
has
got to get on
come
it.
to
And you do whatever you got to do to take care of you. We're going to take care of us, and we're going to take care of you, and we're going to handle
exactly.
up.
And I
It's
can
what we
tell
do.
you this. It becomes what it's really called, the James and Selene Show, real hard talk, and this is real for me, and this is real for my co-host. We
Mhm.
go through things, and sometimes we just need to fucking breathe, and that's the truth. Anyway, listen,
That's true.
it is Thursday. Make it a great weekend.
That's
Absolutely
right.
everything you do. I forgot what town is having their Boudin Festival. We're gonna try our best.
Scott,
I'm gonna
Scott,
try my best to
Scott,
get out there.
Louisiana, Boudin Festival this weekend, I think.
It is. It is this weekend. I'm gonna try. I was gonna try my best to go out there, but I gotta go to Houston. But again, Tuesday, I will be airing from Houston. Mr. James and Tammy are gonna be still in Louisiana. We're gonna have an
Fair enough.
amazing, amazing show. We will see you guys Tuesday. Remember, You're adults. Make anything you do this weekend, you have consequences. Okay, just please remember that. Remember everybody else on the roads as well. There's a lot going on. It's supposed to be raining, but be careful with one another. Just kind of pay attention. We love each and every
That's
one of
right.
you, just like Jesus does. And we will see you next Tuesday. Bye, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Have a good night. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.